sound together, first of all. Uh, if you can hear me, press 1. Look like my sound. If you can see me, press 1. And if you can hear me, press 2. All good? Can you hear me? Doesn't look like my mic is on. Can you hear me? 1, 2? All right, all good, all good. What's good, y'all? What's happening? What's good? Happy Sunday, happy Sunday, happy Sunday. Listen. Wherever you are, hopefully you are appreciated and never tolerated. It feels good to come through with the fam in the spirit of personal development yet again. Right? Yet again. Yet again. It feels good to come through the family with to be able to chop it up in the spirit of personal development. You're at the right place at the right time. This is the #1 home for personal development. I want to tell you, this is ministry for the abstract mind. And it's a safe space for everybody out there with an out-the-box philosophy. This is the #1, not #2, not #3. This is the #1 home for personal development where we hand out mirrors. It's all about you, because over here we are in the me business, not the we business. Keep your babies close to you and be patient if you got people in your life that's loving on you. I got great news, everybody. Great news. Great news. Great news. Great news. Personal development is for everybody. Personal development is for the babies. It's for the girls. It's for the boys. It's for the husbands. It's for the wives. It's for the singles. It's for the gays. It's for the trans. No matter where you are, personal development is for you. In your finances, in your health. Personal development is for the people that's on the journey. And it's a solo journey. Don't let anybody ever tell you different. For my members, we'll get back to the Wounded Healer series this week. I will keep you posted about the day. I have a lot going on, but we will get into week 4 and continue with our series, Wounded Healer, for all those people that understand what the Wounded Healer is, that resonate with the Wounded Healer, that identify with the Wounded Healer. So I'll let you know and I'll keep you posted. Today we're going to talk about, oh, you mad now? Oh, you mad? We're going to talk about how the millennials got some nerve. Y'all got some nerve. We're going to talk about how the youth got the answers. We don't have the answers. The youth has the answers. Yes, the youth with an S. And upgrade your software. But before I get into that, let me get into this. 2 things. Let me get to the first one. Leave me out of the black section of YouTube. Right? Never wanted to be down with it. Don't put me in your videos. I'm over here. And I've always been over here. Whatever goes on in the black section of YouTube, let me be clear for those that don't know, and I've been saying this for a very long time, I'm not with no community. I'm very self-absorbed. My ministry's for individuals. I'm not doing none of the group shit. None of it, right? So just so we're clear, leave me out the black section of YouTube. I don't care what's going on with Brother Polite. I'm not on none of that. I come here for work. Right? So the black section of YouTube, salute to y'all. Run the score up. I don't fit in that. My interests don't fit. What I like doesn't fit. I'm not involved in no gender war. I travel with couples. Everything's fire, right? So leave me out of that. That's #1. #2, for those that know, everybody knows the High Power Podcast, Princella, that's my people's. That's my homie. However, what she got going on, that's all her. What she says, that's all her. Just because we come up with in the algorithm together, I'm not involved in none of that. That's all her. Whatever you like or dislike about a friend of mine, y'all create your own philosophy and compete with her, right? Prove that men are capable of love. That's on y'all. Whatever she does with her peoples over there, understand that's all her coming out of her mind. And if you see us in the algorithm together, that's respect. However, we ain't behind the scenes conspiring. We ain't coming up with plans. That's all her. This is Coin Game. That's High Power Podcast. I'm Ken Billions. That's Princella. There is a separation. Y'all take y'all shit with her, right? Whatever you want to know, whatever you want to find out. And I have a suggestion for you. If you don't like what you hear, compete. Compete with your book. Compete with your own philosophy, whether you disagree or not. But 5-hour streams trying to decode and dissect, y'all are bugging. And y'all got babies, but 5-hour streams trying to go back and forth on panels? Yo, show up with your philosophy and let the people decide whose shit is better. That's why I say keep me out of the black section of YouTube. I don't hang out online, right? And just let me talk my shit for a minute. I've been getting money for a long time. I've been traveling a long time. I've been fresh for a long time. You know what's the proof? Go back years of me on the internet. I stayed with haircuts, stayed with money, stayed fresh, stayed with women, stayed with cars. I don't give a fuck about followers or subs. Because in real life, I'm really lit in real life, right? So I don't come to get on panels in the black section of YouTube. Let me talk my shit. So this Coin Game, people that rock with me, it's necessary narcissism, right? I don't do buddy on the internet. Let's meet up in real life at some fire spots, right? I smoke real cigars. I be at real spots. I spend real money, and I'm international, right? My shit is black arrogance, not conscious community, not none of that. Okay? Just so we're clear. So shout out to the High Power Podcast for everybody connecting. No. That's her. I ain't got nothing to do with that. Cool? Let's get into our shit. Our bill today is exposing millennials fake outrage. Y'all have sexy red problems. And it's weird to me how millennials can have some sexy red problems. And y'all have became the old niggas. Y'all talking about these babies. Because they babies to me. They young people to me. But y'all online critiquing their music, critiquing their fashion. Y'all have became those old people that used to talk crazy about y'all. So y'all have some nerve, and it's all fake outrage because y'all must have forgot where y'all came from. But I'm gonna remind you, okay, millennials, our conversation today is exposing millennials fake outrage. Y'all got a sexy red problem, a Sukihana problem, a drill music problem. But these y'all babies, though. What you're looking at is a reflection of you, millennials, sexual revolution, rebellion, cuts in your eyebrows, all that. Y'all forgot? Let me remind you. Let me remind you. But before I remind you, I don't want you to lose your nieces and your nephews and your babies playing that ageism thing. Well, our music was better, right? You have an emotional connection to that. So when you're listening to their music, come on, man, some of them are doing their first kiss to that music. They're listening to that music at their prom. Some of them getting their first car and they're playing that music. So the experience that they're going through with culture is the same thing that you went through, right? And anybody that knocked you for your interests and your likes, you made an enemy out of them. There was a disconnect. How did you feel when the old people was talking about hip hop? How did you feel when the old people was talking about the things you and your friends like to do? You know how much crazy styles we had? Why do you have goggles on your head? Ski goggles in the summertime. Why are you doing that? Gigapets and y'all got some nerve. You didn't watch Beavis and Butthead? You didn't watch MTV Jams? You weren't sneaking to watch Def Comedy Jams? That was adult content. Now you have grew up and you got smoke for young people. And the smoke that you're having, you are driving a wedge between you and the youth. So, but let me wake you up a little bit. So you understand that each age is different. Each time period is different. It's the environment that makes us different. This is why it's important to have grace for each other. It's important to understand the time periods that everybody comes from. Why are millennials talking about traditionalism? You was born in 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85. Why are you talking about a period that you only know from television? Traditional this, traditional that. You are bugging. That's not even your time period. Those people were different. Their parenting styles were different. For them, parenting was about nuclear families. It was about discipline. You're a millennial. Your parenting style is more involved. Helicopter parents, Amber Alerts, participation trophies, video games and systems. Yo, you're tripping. Y'all are the ones that are talking about tradition this, tradition that. You never even experienced it. You're a latchkey baby. When you got out of school, your mama wasn't home. Your daddy wasn't home. You threw a hot dog in the microwave or you ate it raw. How about that? You cup of noodles babies. You are knock on the door down the street with a quarter to get the icy baby from the lady down the street, and you turn the icy over to suck on the icy. That's you. You the ice cream man baby. Your mama wasn't home, or she worked 2 jobs. She came. Yo, you are the generation where something happened to you in school, can't even get in touch with your mama because she at work. And then she come and handle that, and then she got to go back to work. You was unsupervised. So you don't understand what's going on with these youngsters? Yo, be careful. You are becoming the old nigga. You're not becoming fly unks and fly aunties. Y'all becoming mad. Y'all are haters. They're getting money quicker than we did. They have more access than we do, right? And y'all just mad. It ain't for you to get. It's for you to be counseled. But from what perspective are you going to be counseled? Stop taking yourself out of the culture as if you weren't there. Yeah, traditional this, traditional that. Y'all sound like a bunch of squares and lames. You never even was part of that generation from the rip. You're trying to recreate history. That wasn't your period. You watched Family Matters, fam. You watched Hanging with Mr. Cooper, fam. You watched Roseanne, fam. You watch shows where the mother and father worked. Your time period is not Leave It to Beaver. And even that time period was very small in American history. Cap. And you're trying to preach to the youth. What? You're trying to show the youth what? Only thing y'all showing is lies. And that's why these young people don't rock with y'all. You are going to lose your kids, your nieces and nephews, and your grandbabies. They're not going to gel with you. You're not cool aunties and uncles. Their music don't got to be your thing. That's fine. It ain't for you. right? But you should still get the aux cord and ask them, hey, why you feeling this? Is this the beat, right? Is this the language? Ask what these words mean, because they're gonna gel with it regardless, right? So it's important for you to understand the ages, and we're different. We're the same, but we're different, right? We're all in America. However, we're all experiencing America way differently. Do you understand? Don't lose your children trying to have this fake ass morality all of a sudden. Don't lose your grandchildren and your nieces and nephews because you are ashamed of how you grew up. Was a lot of the things we engage with appropriate? No, it wasn't. But at the same time, don't have a disconnect with the youth. They have the answers. You don't. They are going to live in a world and you're not here. You don't have an answer for the future because you're talking about tradition. It was capitalism that made what you think tradition. Men and women didn't just come up with that. No, the society made them like that. So if you're going to go back to back in the day, you have to create the conditions from back in the day. And we're not that. Right? And we're not that. So there's a generation that you really have to understand. And it's your babies. And your babies, many of your babies are Generation Alpha. Now, because I'm talking my shit today, go back to the library. Wasn't no nigga talking about Generation Alpha. That's Ken Billions. That's me. Go back to my old shit. Been in the future. Been talking about how the world is going to look. Been. The videos are still up. None of that's new. I've been on the wave. Right? This is a Talk Your Shit Sunday. Right? I made my own table at lunch. I've been popular. Been looking towards the future. Been. Right? So, I've been aware of who these babies are for a minute. This is Generation Alpha. Before I get to that, so we understand. Generation Alpha is anyone born between 2010 and 2025. By 2025, it will be the largest generation in the history of the world. Gen Alpha is the first generation to be immersed in technology their entire lives. Gen Alpha will be the most educated generation of all time. So you handkerchief head niggas talking about education don't matter, blah, blah, blah. Yo, get you old niggas out of here. Get out of here talking crazy. A lot of y'all is Gen X talking crazy. Generation Alpha will be the most educated generation ever. Now, what they study is going to be different. What their interests are is going to be different. But they are going to educate themselves. On what though? And I'm telling you, they're not going to educate themselves on the things that you think are important. Masculinity, they don't care. Femininity, they don't care. That's all important to us because that's all politics. They're not going. They're not going. And you need to know something about Gen Alpha. All them sneakers from the 90s, they're into that though. Right? When you pull up, you better be fresh. Because there ain't no poor righteous teachers. See, us, it was okay for people to be poor righteous teachers. Your teeth could be totally crooked and yellow and spaced out, but we'll listen to you. They ain't going. They're not going. You're not gonna pull up on these young people with a boot, with a donut on your car, talking about estate planning. They're not going. These is not the generation of the Messiah riding on a donkey. They ain't going. Your sneakers matter. Your haircut matters. The only people that you can show up with looking crazy are these old people. Your hair not done, your hair not cut, your kicks all off. That's how you know who's talking to a bunch of older people. Because these young boys and these young girls, oh, they clocking. They on your shit. You're not going to be able to talk to them with a whack aesthetic. You don't have to know nobody's analytics. All you got to do is look at them and you know the people that they're talking to. At all. Don't lose your kids. You got to come fresh. Then they'll listen to you. You don't have to have the GT Bentley. You don't have to have a Ferrari. The car that you do have, you got to keep it clean though. They can't get in your car and you be like, oh man, yeah, I don't usually got people in the car. My bad. They're not going for that. You want to be fly unc and fly auntie. When you pull up, they gotta be like, I see you, unc. I see you, unc. I see you, auntie. Huh. Adolescence will begin early for alphas. McGriddle predicts, thanks in part to the biological trend towards earlier physical maturity, and that will shaping their social education and commercial sophistication, but it will be a prolonged adolescence. Listen, it will be a prolonged adolescence as alphas will stay in school longer, wait longer before earning enough money to move out on one's own, and hold off longer before marriage or kids, which means they'll likely be living at home with their Gen Y, parents a bit longer. So, Gen Alpha, which is the babies born between 2010 and 2025, they will experience a childhood that you and I didn't experience. Our childhood as millennials, a lot of times, was cut short. By 13, 14, I was trying to be grown. Right? HBO's Real Sex, watching it. Beavis and Butthead, watching it. Hey, think about all that stuff. It's very inappropriate. Right? I come in on my son. I'm like, yo, bro, you're watching a dude play video games? So I thought that, I'm like, damn, my son is tripping. I'm a bad daddy. Until I met other people, kids, and they're all doing the same thing. I'm like, oh shit, this is a thing. Y'all watch people play video games. Okay. And I did the terrible mistake. I started trying to give my son my traumas. Man, you gotta have ambition. You gotta do this. You gotta do that. But I provided an environment that he don't got to. He got a 2-parent household. He can be a late bloomer. Yo, what they don't tell you is when you raise a child up in love, I personally think there's a whole difference in their BMI. When you raise a child up in love, they're going to be a late bloomer on things because there ain't no scarcity. See, when you raise in a single parent household, there's scarcity. So yeah, you trying to get to the NBA. You trying to get to the NFL. I have friends that was selling crack at 13. 13. I look at my son, I'm like, well, you look like a baby to me. I can't even imagine. When I was 10 years old, I took my first shotgun. I was high as hell at 10. There There was a woman, I don't even know how old she was. I know she was old, though. She was older. I had $5 in change. She let me rub her vagina for the $5. It was a grown-ass woman. I'm 10. I'm jumping off the porch. So I'm getting shotguns at 10 years old. I am seeing older women sexually at 10. My son is 15. I can't even imagine. He looked like a little boy to me. I was a little boy. But in the 90s, you grew up very, very, very quickly. How can I look at these babies and turn my nose up at them? I took a shotgun at 10. I was listening to house music, freak parties at 11 and 12. Very inappropriate. I had a friend. Listen, man. He was a kid, 14 years old. He come through with an Echo shirt. It's my best friend. He had an Echo shirt on. I'm like, damn, what's that? He had these icy blue Nikes. I'm like, ooh, you French. He opened his hand and it was crack. He's a baby. Then we grow up and we look at these youngsters and we got smoke. We grow up and look at these babies and got smoke. Your kids, many of them who are Generation Alpha, don't speed them up, man. Don't. 15 is a kid. I don't care what they do in Mexico. I don't care what they do in Africa. I don't care what they do in China. I'm talking about here. Here we have the luxury for our children to experience a real childhood. 16 is a kid. 17 is a kid. 18 is a kid. 19, you are a kid. 20, you are a kid. Why do we have to make men and women out of babies? You know why? Because we need the help. We need the help. So we make these youngsters grown-ups so they can figure out our problems. Why? You had 18 years to get your shit right. Why does a little kid have to be grown to help you? Y'all put your kids out at 18. Y'all kick your daughters out. Y'all kick your sons out. But they got the nerve to be in a relationship. How does the nigga stay? How does the bitch stay? But your baby's got to get out. Hold on. Let me get this straight. Your kids got to go. But the man stays? Yeah, mama got to have a life. Bullshit. You kick your daughters out? You in a whole relationship and your person that you in a relationship with could come in and out of your crib, but your kids gotta go. All y'all trash if that's your dynamic. And you've been taught wrong. Because you've been taught that your children is supposed to be some type of asset to you at 18. Their brain ain't even done developing, yo. Then you kick your sons out? At 19, 20, do you know that's when the bodies is dropping? All for what? Because you didn't have a plan? So you kick your sons out because you didn't have a plan. Yeah, all right. Huh. You don't go platinum with your babies? You ain't riding this thing on with your babies? That's all you got. Y'all are so crazy that y'all think you have a connection with people in the internet more than you have with your own children. You are bugging. I might be a lot of things, but one thing I didn't drop the ball on is my parenting. I am nothing like you people that don't dive head first, right? With your babies. Put them babies first. Put the babies first. right? So they got the opportunity to experience childhood longer than we did, and we should let them, yo. We should let them rock out, yo. We should let them, man, right? So that's Generation Alpha, okay? Now, the ill thing about Generation Alpha is many of us are talking about generational wealth, right? Generational wealth, generational wealth, generational wealth. What we don't know is companies have already started marketing campaigns to target our babies, right? How are your babies going to keep the money? There's already people planning to do business with your baby already, right? People in business are already doing financial forecasts with those children born from 2010 to 2025. My son is born 2008, so he's on the cusp. So he's like a mixture of Gen Z, Gen Alpha, right? So it's kind of like somebody born 1980, right? Okay. So just real quick, breeze through this. Generation Alpha, born between 2010 and 2025, is the newest generation to capture the attention of marketers around the world. While they currently have limited purchasing power, this digitally native and diverse generation hold immense future influence, making them an attractive target for businesses. To effectively market the Gen Alpha, companies must adapt their strategies to align with the unique characteristics and preferences of this teen-savvy generation. Right? Understand they're called digital natives, okay? Generation Alpha is growing up in a world saturated with technology, which has profound influence on their habits and behavior. According to an article from Morning Consult, a staggering 89% of Gen Alpha children have used a smartphone by the age of 5. To capture their attention, marketers must create compelling digital experiences across various platforms, including social media, mobile apps, and interactive websites. Personalized and authentic content. Generation Alpha craves authenticity. Hold on. So, what you're also seeing now, too, though, you're starting to see children that are from Gen Z go live on their parents. You seen Romeo go live on about his dad. Now he's not a Gen Alpha, but he is Gen Z, I think. No, or he might be millennial. I'm not sure. But what you're seeing is the generations that are younger than us, generations younger than 40 and 35, getting into their 20s, they're not having that bullshit with their mother and father. You can say, but I provided, I bought sneakers for you. That's not their concern. That was our concern. You can say all day, but I paid all the bills. They don't care. They want us. We don't get to be missing from the baby's lives no more, or they gonna blast your head off. Romeo didn't give a damn about his daddy with money. He wanted his daddy. You know what I'm saying? These children want their mothers. They want their fathers. They don't care about the things we buy them. They really don't. They want us. And for many of us, we created a lifestyle where we can be with them. One of the biggest caps that we all do is we be so busy doing this and doing that. But I'm doing this for my family. No, you're not. That's for you, yo. You've never even asked them what they thought. You never even asked them what they thought. You're not working those hours for your family. Because technically your family is good. That's for you and your own legend. And it ain't nothing wrong with that. But don't get it twisted. Like, yo, your outside relationships, that's not for your family. You kicking it at clubs and traveling a certain place, that wasn't for the fam, that was for you. You never even asked the kids what they want. That's not for the fam. That's for you to get your own thing off. Keep it a buck. And what you're seeing is you're seeing kids come to the internet and blast their parents. They don't care about none of that. Right? Now remember, that's their world. That's their world. If you part of Gen Z, the internet is the authority. So things that we think is weird, why would y'all do that? Yo, this is all they know. I personally was I was on the internet in 2000. Yo, I was in the AOL chat rooms, macking like a motherfucker. What? New York hotties for thugs, California cuties, and Southern gentlemen. I was in all the chat rooms. I was 16. I've been online for over 20 years. Been doing this. So these kids, that's all they know. So you have to stop putting paint where it ain't. Right? You have to stop putting paint where it ain't, saying what you would do. It ain't about you. They live in a totally different world. And if you are Gen Z, the internet is God. You understand? Yo, they don't know nothing about Black Planet. They barely know anything about Facebook for real. That's even a dinosaur. Right? So you have to understand the youth, and then you'll understand why they like what they like. But first and foremost, you have to understand the errors, and you have to understand the time periods. Right? We're different, man. We just are. And that's okay. The key is for us to learn from each other. Don't push the youth away. Don't diss their music, man. No. Is it barred up like the shit I like? No. Right? I can say, man, the 90s, I can sit up here and say it was the golden era. But the golden era of what? I've been in the game for years. It made me an animal. There's rules to this shit. I wrote me a manual, a step-by-step booklet for you to get your game on track, not your wig pushed back. What is he talking about in the song? It's the 10 crack commandments. If you selling crack, here's what you do. But we'll knock Pound Town? Hold on. We'll knock Pound Town. But I can rap word for word a dude giving me instructions how to sell crack. We got some nerve. We got some nerve, yo. That shit wasn't the golden era. People was getting killed for their starter jackets. Wasn't nothing golden about that. Why are we lying? People was getting stuck up for their Barclays. Wasn't nothing golden about that. People was on crack cocaine. Have you ever seen what crack do to a person? Wasn't nothing golden about that. Gangbanging was spreading across the nation. There was nothing golden about that. Yeah, the rap. You like the raps. But what was Prodigy talking about? I'm about to get on some high school shit and start punching niggas in the face again. Just anybody. Right? Anybody get it? The Buck 50s, Valentine's Day Massacre. Wasn't nothing golden about that. The 90s. Really? Y'all not telling the truth. But y'all sitting up here talking about the youth though. Songs openly glorifying crack. Right? Pregnant women. Pregnant women. It's not funny though. Pregnant women buying drugs, yo. Do you know many of my friends lost their virginity to a junkie? What happens when the woman don't got no money for no drugs? So what we'll do is we'll pretend that this wasn't Philly, this wasn't Baltimore, this wasn't LA, this wasn't the Bay, this wasn't Chicago. Like we're gonna pretend like that crack period didn't happen. We're gonna pretend like, come on, man, that happened. That was real, and that had an effect on everybody. And where did it show up at? In the music. So when Sexyy Red talks about Pound Town, you're appalled at that? Your children born between 2010 and 2025 are what we call Gen Alpha. So they want everything authentic. Okay? They are more likely to respond positively to messages that are tailored to their interests, hobbies, and values. Brands should invest in creating personalized content that resonates with this generation, such as interactive games, educational videos, and user-generated content. Leveraging influencers, brand ambassadors who align with Generation Alpha's values can also enhance authenticity and engagement. I'm gonna put this in the chat for anybody that wants to come back and read it. It's a couple more paragraphs, but so you can get familiar with Gen Alpha because that's your little ones. All right, I'm gonna move on from there. So that is the link in the chat to what I was just reading, and you could go down the rabbit hole too. Let me mark this in. Go back 2 years ago, 3 years ago, I was talking about Gen Alpha, right? And you see, you gotta say that. Yeah, I did that first. I was talking about that first. I was on that shit first, because motherfuckers will forget, right? So you gotta be like, I've been on that. I'm on this now, but I've been on that. I've been saying that shit, right? That's important, right? So, millennials, y'all got a problem with her? Y'all got a problem with her? She born 1998. Y'all got a problem with her? Now let's go back to our chart. She is born 1998. She is Gen Z. Right? She is Generation Z. She's already a mother. Her baby is Gen Alpha. Okay? She's Gen Z, born 1998. Her baby is Gen Alpha. But y'all got a problem with Sexyy Red. Let me put Baby Girl Guy on the screen. I think the Pound Town shit is hilarious. Right? But she know what she wants. She trying to go to Pound Town. So like none of us want to go to Pound Town? That shit is hilarious. No, her bars ain't there like that. Right? No, her bars ain't there. But it's hilarious. But y'all got some nerve though. As if you don't know about Madonna's Truth or Dare. I was little looking at this. My aunties and them had this. We snuck and we grabbed it and was looking through it. That's in our minds. How can I front on my child if they become curious about some things? No, I have to parent my way through it because I understand, because I remember what I did. I don't get to crash out and act like I wasn't curious. I don't get to talk from a perspective like I don't know what happens when you're 12 and 13 or 14 and 15. First of all, that's why when you come to my crib, if my son got company, ain't no closed doors. You know why? Because I remember house and I was always trying to be the daddy or the doctor. I already knew that. We played house. Why are y'all acting like you don't know? Why are you acting like you don't remember playing house? You remember what you were doing. So to not identify with what's going on with the young people is cap when you remember what you were doing. So when you are guiding and correcting the young people, you got to put yourself in the story first. Hey, what you're doing, slow down on that. Let me tell you why. Here's what happened to me. Now, it's on them whether they take it or not. But to talk from a perspective as if you weren't there and you didn't dive in, and you're gonna you're gonna lose your babies. That's not how you do this. Come on, man. Oh, so y'all don't understand Pound Town. Y'all don't understand Pound Town? This wasn't you though? See, I'm gonna talk to my kids straight up, right? I'm gonna talk to my kids straight up and let them know the reason why I'm the best person to chop it up with you is because I get it and I understand. I get it and I understand, son. You don't got to be embarrassed about your body growing. I know your hormones is cracking. Your body is changing, voice changing. You getting hair in places you didn't know that you could get it. I understand. See, ain't nobody talk to me about that. I had to hit the streets to find out what's out there. Come on, man. So, when I'm talking, I never take myself out the story. When I'm talking, I'm like, yeah, bro, yeah, son. You know what I mean? Here's the path that it led me down. Right? When I'm talking, I'm letting him know that I identify with the changes that are going on with him. Right? And there's nothing shameful about being curious. However, your brain is not fully developed. This is what we talk about all the time. Like, hey, what you're doing, you don't even know the consequences of it because your brain is not even fully developed to even go down those avenues. Hold off on that for a second, right? Work on personal development as a youngster. Then by the time you're 25, 26, if you want to engage in those things, you will already understand there's consequences for your behavior. You'll understand, or you'll have things under your belt that you did, and you have worked on your identity. Delay gratification. Put it on the back end, right? So I open the door up for a safe space to where it feels like friend, but I'm not. I'm your advisor, right? The fathering is based on advisory, and it's coming from me understanding. I get it, bro. I get it, son. I get it. What the elders messed up with my generation is they fronted like they didn't know what was hitting for. And just because they was sneaky, that's the only difference. The sneaky. So what people are saying is, man, the difference is it's everywhere. Before ours was quiet, but you still did it. One thing y'all not saying is that you didn't do it. These kids want to know that you did it. All that fronting y'all be doing, you're gonna lose the children. And then when they are have a deeper connection with a celebrity or an influencer, and you're surprised and you don't know how you lost your kid. Come on now. Y'all cussed out Dolores Tucker. Now this was more Gen X, but we was there, right? Y'all wanted to dance to Uncle Luke. Y'all cussed this lady smooth out. Your mom and them cussed her out. And you listen to the music, your older sisters and your brothers cussed them out. Tupac cussed her out. when Dolores Tucker and Reverend Calvin Butt, see, I remember all this. When they was like, right? The 90s, the 80s and 90s, you were rebelling. We were rebelling against the civil rights generation. Tell the truth. calling them people coons, Uncle Tom. That's all hip hop was. Hip hop was a straight rebellion. Man, somebody smacked me, I'ma smack them back. Everything that those older people were doing, we totally went against it. Like, why would we shave our eyebrows? We put cuts in our brows, yo. We turn the clothes backwards as rebellion. Come on now. So when you hear Pound Town, Dolores Tucker was 30 years ago. She said the direction of the music was inappropriate. Right? Remember, it was all about freedom of speech. So Sexyy Red and Suki, y'all don't like their freedom of speech? Remember, when it was Uncle Luke, it was all good. Freedom of speech, we got a right to express ourselves. Ice-T on Oprah talking about freedom of speech, freedom of speech. Okay, cool. What did you think was going to happen 30 years later? Huh? What did you think was going to happen 30 years later? Right? But just remember, and she wasn't young at this time. This lady got cussed smooth out. Disrespectfully, too. Right? Okay. Just so we're clear. One day I woke up. It was like 1994. One day I woke up, it was 1994, right? And I just see everybody was watching TV. I stayed home from school because I was sick. I didn't know what was going on, right? Everybody was just captivated by what was going on TV. I was like 10 maybe? Like, this is 1994, right? And I'm like, what's going on? I see all the phone is ringing, all the adults are talking. So we go to the market, everybody's talking in the line. But they're talking in a way that I don't understand because I didn't know who the hell was in this Bronco or the details of it. So follow me here. I was 10 years old, right? And I heard adults rooting for the person in this Bronco. Who's in this Bronco? This is O.J. Simpson, right? What was O.J. Simpson on the run for? Murder. I heard Gen X and older people rooting for O.J. Simpson. O.J. Simpson was on the run for killing Nicole Brown Simpson. And I heard adults rooting for him. They wanted O.J. to win, even though he was being charged with killing his wife. So, y'all are surprised about Pound Town. I was 10 years old. OJ is still in my memory. See, I only seen OJ from The Naked Gun. I didn't know OJ was a Heisman winner. I never knew the history on him. I seen him passing in The Naked Gun. But the Gen X, the older people, they weren't condemning this. They was hoping he got away. And when OJ beat the case, people were celebrating. And guess who was watching? 9-year-olds, 10-year-olds, 11-year-olds, 12-year-olds, 13-year-olds. We all watched older people cheer as Johnny Cochran, who's a legend, worked his magic to get O.J. Simpson off. Never once do I remember saying OJ is wrong. They all looked at it as a collective win for the black community. But what did he do? Think about this. What did he do? Did he go to Mars? No. Did he cure cancer? What did OJ do? Right? OJ was convicted of killing his wifey. Right? And people cheered when he got off. Now fast forward. How do we have the nerve to be like, oh my God, oh, I'm so appalled. Oh my God, I can't believe this. Really, right? When we watched older people cheer for a dude getting off for a body. Yeah, man, stop the shade to the young people. First of all, our elders were incorrect. Second off, we grew up incorrect, rebelling against them. And now when these kids come out with Pound Town, and the high school goes crazy when we show up, now all of a sudden, we are good Christian folk. Y'all crazy. Y'all are crazy. Half of you didn't even breastfeed your kids. Half of you put powdered milk in a bottle. Half of all of us gave our children cow's milk to drink. And then when they grow up and they rap Pound Town, do you know what my diet consists of? With $1, I got zebra cakes, Star Crunch, Funyun, and some hot fries. That was my diet every single day. And I washed it down with a quarter juice. Then we grow up and have children and they eat processed food. Don't talk about Pound Town if the children that you've had have ate McDonald's before. Don't talk about Pound Town. You already know what's in that. Right? Don't talk about Pound Town if the grandchildren you got and the babies you got, to quiet them down, you gave them a phone or a tablet. Don't talk about Pound Town. Don't talk about Pound Town if you openly have had back and forth words with the person that you had a baby with and it was disrespect and the baby was right there. What, you don't think they remember? Don't talk about Pound Town. You don't get to grow up now and be the good Christian and be the good conscious mother. No. Hell no. That's not how this works. It's a community, remember? Right? It's a community. Right? So as the elders now, as the unks and the aunties, teach. But in your teaching, you can't be fake though. Right? In your transparency, you can't be fake. You have to put yourself in the story so the children completely identify with you so they know that you ain't wagging their finger at them because, yo, trust me, they don't need you to get no money. They know how to use the internet. Yo, I don't know if you've been paying attention. They have drop shipping. They get money reviewing products online. Many of y'all asses, you only use social media for entertainment. You don't know how to get money off of this. They know about mics. They know about lighting. They know how to get monetized. Some of these kids are making more money than their parents. Y'all are chilling on panels talking. The babies are getting to it. Y'all talking about tradition. They're talking about the future. It's different. It's different. I'm going to play something real quick because the millennial outrage is funny. So as soon as you hear it, press 1. As soon as you hear it, press 1. We're going to go ahead and take a copyright strike for the gang. So if you can hear it, press 1. Can y'all hear that? Press 1 if you can hear that. Could y'all hear that? Hold on. Y'all might have couldn't hear that. Hold on 1 second. Okay. The volume was low. Okay, 1 second. Hold on. Hold on 1 second. 1 second. 1 second. 1 second. One second. If y'all can hear it now, press 1. Can y'all hear now? What about now? Still no? Press 1 if you can hear it now. Still, okay, 1 second. But you can hear me. Okay, 1 second. It must be my mic setting. No, because you gotta you, you gotta hear this. Because this is the cap. 1 second. This is the cap. Hold on. 1 second. Okay, let me play it from my phone. Hold on. Yeah, this is the old. Hold on, hold on. Tell me if you can hear this. Press 1. Put it in my mouth though. For real? Yo, I was 13 listening to that. So wait a minute. Wait a minute. Y'all are tripping about Pound Town. Yo, come on, man. Don't do that to these babies, yo. Don't do that to the youth, yo. That's not real. Do you hear the lyrics of that song? She said Pound Town. My coochie pink, my booty hole brown. Nelly said put it in your mouth. Yo, this is the 90s. Yo, you're going to lose your youth. You gotta change right now. Right? Y'all gotta change right now. Or you're going to lose your young people, man. Yes, that was hella inappropriate for me to listen to. Very inappropriate for me to listen to. But I heard it, right? As a 40-year-old person looking back now because I'm a parent, I'm like, yo, that was inappropriate. However, my son need to know that I listen to that, right? Not only does he need to know that I listen to that, I show him that I listen to that, right? So here's the parenting thing. Here's where you step up as a granny, as an auntie, as a parent to say, hey, that was inappropriate. That was inappropriate for me to listen to it. The reason why I don't want you to rock with none of this, right? The reason why is because your brain ain't fully developed, right? Your brain ain't fully developed. That's why I don't want you to listen to it, because you don't know the reason, the consequences of if you put it in somebody's mouth. There's things that happen from there. Give yourself time. Your body might be developed, but mentally you're not all the way there. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. Spice One, all that shit. Like, come on, man. But we're gonna keep pretending as millennials, like Snoop didn't show up with two women on a leash. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. But y'all talking about the youngsters. Like we didn't watch Snoop show up with two women on a leash. What? Pound Town. Oh, okay. Yo, when we was enjoying this and clashing with our parents, because this is what we're into, right? We didn't think about the future. All we knew was fuck these old people hating us, right? Hating on our movements, hating on our wave. You don't get to spin the block now and condemn Pound Town. Pound Town is light compared. Yo, these are two women on a leash. Now, what makes this interesting is the urban market didn't know about BDSM like that, the sexual underworld like that, right? There are people behind closed doors that are into this kind of stuff. No judgment, no shade. However, it was inappropriate for them to come out the house like this because it's young people consuming it, right? Right? But, but, instead of our mothers, fathers, grannies, uncles coming at us correct, they shit on us for it. That just made us dive into hip hop culture even more. Why are we acting like the 90s didn't exist? Yo, help me out here. How do we skip the 80s and 90s and go to the 20s? Yeah, tradition. Tradition. Yo, y'all capping. First of all, in hip hop, men and women were together. Rap together, went to concerts together, climbed trees together. I haven't heard no conversation about gender until now. Men over there, women over there. That's not how it was. Not in hip hop. Not in hip hop. If the girl could rap, she rap with the boys. So there was no boys over there, girls over there. We all wore big clothes. We all dressed the same. Y'all are just now starting a fucking gender conversation. I never heard this shit when I was coming up. Girls wore pants bigger than me. White tees bigger than me. What? Now y'all talking about gender? We wasn't talking about that then. There was hella inappropriate things going on, sure. But I have not heard none of this when I was coming up. I'm used to girls throwing it from the shoulders. I'm used to girls carrying razor blades in their mouth. What are you talking about? I know girls that gangbang, yo. What are you talking about? All this conversation about gender, that shit is new to me. Go to the 90s, look out how women dressed. They dressed like the boys. Track suits, Jordans, Barclays, windbreaker outfits, velours, fitted. Girls was in the 5% nation. Now, again, I'm not going to look over. Of course, you always have these little inappropriate sexual dynamics. That's not what I'm talking about. What I'm saying is, in hip hop culture, everything was one. I'm used to girls fighting, running down on shit. Like, for real. If you know any Bay Area politics, look at their side shows, yo. It's girls doing donuts. It's girls hanging out the window, throwing the block up. Yo, all this internet nerd shit, this is new. This is new. And now, you know, they got the mic. The like yeah, De La Soul, stuff like that was cracking, stuff like that. But in the 90s, you had to be with it. You didn't have the mic like that. After De La Soul rap, Spice One getting on the mic. You know what I'm saying? Like it wasn't like that. Now, which is that's the game. People that didn't come outside set the tone and say what it is. But that's not how it was, not in hip hop. So this is interesting to see these different gender dynamics and shit. I know hip hop, yo. The first time I ever got arrested, a girl ran up to the car and popped the police door open. He turned his back, shorty opened the window and was like, nigga, run. that's that's all I know. That's all I know. That's all I know. The girls got it in with the boys. That's all I know. I don't remember girls being scared of police. They talk crazy to the cops. So why do we get old now? And now all of a sudden, hey, boys over there, girls over there, masculine. I never heard masculinity or femininity in hip hop. Why is this convo going now? Why now? What can we do with it? I'm just saying. It's even a new concept for me. I've talked about it, but now that I think about it in my mind, yo, I ain't hear that in 96, 97. Yo, the masculine, the feminine. That's everybody's shit now. Yeah, a masculine man does this. A traditional woman does this. A feminine woman. I ain't never heard that shit. So that was one of the positives that I do remember from hip hop. Hip hop was very, don't get it twisted, has a lot of problematic things. But one thing I do remember though is we all played together though. We all kicked it with each other now. Now, if you look on YouTube, girls over there, boys over there. I'm not used to that. I'm not. I'm not going out with the guys. Where are the women? Where's the women? We kick it together. We in the VIP together. Now in the club is section culture. See, I keep telling I'm outside, man. I ain't missing nothing. It's section culture, right? So everybody's in their section. But when you look in the section, all the girls got their phone in the hand and their dudes is throwing up the middle finger. They not even talking to each other. So these dynamics that we're creating online is bleeding into the real world. Yo, you go to the club right now, look at the sections. Nobody's dancing with each other. Nobody's talking to each other. Girls are scared of guys. Oh, men are dangerous. Guys are scared of girls. Yo, she's 304. She's for the streets. Oh, y'all weird. I do international travel with men and women. We all roll together. We get villas together. We be at the cigar bar together. I am not gonna be in the car with a car full of dudes. Y'all are tripping. Anytime I see a bunch of dudes in the car together, I'm like, y'all getting pulled over. Straight up. You better put a woman in that car with you. Y'all going to jail today. I ain't with it. Right? So what goes on in the world, I know how to find my little pocket of like it's a lot of people that's not weird. That's what it's weird to me. Socially awkward to me. That's not my real life. So I can't come online and front like that ain't how I'm living. We mob together. I get money with women in real life. Yo, I ain't even ever said this online. Let me bring this down. Let me bring this down. I don't even be I don't even be on this shit, stuff like this. But let me just make sure I'm not capping. And when I really think about, I ran through a cool meal in real life. Ran through a meal like that. And when I ran through a meal, women was right there. I got some of that money with women. We did companies together. We did big business together. I did criminal shit with women. I broke the law with women. So, remember Home Improvement where my man over the fence? That's me over there. I just be looking over. Because when I sign out the app, I'm not in conflict with the youth and I'm not in conflict with women. Like, what the hell? Like, I really some games. I really checked chaps with women before. Hey, what's good with women calling me with the play? Yeah, we about to do this. I seen women really get to the money. Why would I come online in front like I don't know women getting to it? I'm used to $5,000 purses. I'm used to that shit. I don't talk about that, right? Because I know everybody's at a different level. So I don't talk about that. That's whatever. We talk about personal development, but when I'm really thinking about it, like my real life, I'm used to wavy women. I'm used to black women moving in groups, getting a lot of money together, right? Big ass rocks on their finger, Bentleys. That's what I'm used to. I'm used to high rises. I am not used to no bum shit at all. I am not a late bloomer to no money. So spinning the block talking about the youth, why would I do that? Do I like drill music? No. That's not cool. Why is it not cool? Because I know the results of that. So before I come to the youth, first of all, I gotta make sure that I got my kick game is crazy. So when I pull up as Unc, they like, yo, what's up, Unc? Hey, yeah. Use music to do something else, bro. Use it to open up your life. Why bang on your ops? Right? Why bang on your ops? But if y'all get out of this season and y'all need somebody to talk to, here's my number. Right? We can talk. Don't go to jail. Don't have no babies. You know what I'm saying? That's how you got to come to the youth. You got to put your resume on the table, and you don't got to be a criminal to connect with the youth. You just got to be real. And you got to do more listening and talk. Ask questions, right? Like I'm gonna pretend that I wasn't watching Showgirls. Like I'm gonna pretend that I wasn't 9 and 10 years old watching Basic Instinct. I was in love with that movie. Boogie Nights, Mark Wahlberg and Boogie Nights. All this is in my memory. How can I grow up and be a whack ass daddy? This is what I was watching. You know what I'm saying? I was young watching Basic Instinct. Very inappropriate for my age, but I seen it. I seen Showgirls. I watch Boogie Nights. I'm young. Again, my kid is 15. So when I look at him, I'm like, damn, you look like a little boy. You look little to me. You don't look like a grown man. You look like a baby. You know? And growing up in the 90s, we was very unattended. We was very, what's the word? We was unsupervised. But I can't act like I never seen this. So when I go to my kid's when I go to my kid's phone and I see there's inappropriate things on his phone, yeah, we're gonna have a conversation. But we're not gonna have a conversation from a perspective of, yo, that didn't happen. Yo, do y'all remember the movie Kids? That's what I'm talking about. How can we grow up disconnected from these young people? What happened to us? We became the elders that we despise. We became the elders that we despise. Come on, man. Come on, man. I'm not into everything the young people into, but I understand it. Yo, you see these three movies? If you never seen them, watch them. Look at the dates they came out. I was 10, 12, 14, watching this shit. Not just me, because I came to school talking about it the next day. And guess what, yo? We grew up to be parents. Come on, man. It's not for you to agree with everything. That's another thing. How come there's this thing with us that a person must agree? You must agree with the youth in order to engage with them. That nah, man. Nah, man. I don't gotta agree. I don't gotta like what you doing. That's your shit. You young. Your brain not even fully developed. I'm not gonna throw you out. You the young person, yo. Yo, I'm banking on these young people, not old people, yo. As I transition, I'm not thinking about old people. I'm thinking about youngsters. Old people's crashing out. You're already stuck in your ways. You're already maxed out of what you're gonna be. All childhood is gone. And I think we come at the youth because they try things, they fail, they have that thing on them where they just believe in themselves and are super confident, and we hate on it because we see what we don't have anymore. We are fixed. Everybody's a talking point jukebox. Yo, people can't even talk to each other no more. They just start going to their talking points. The 50% of this and 20% of this. And yo, man, hey, I'm here in front of you. Yeah, 50%. Yo, have what? Any neuroplasticity? Any neuroplasticity? Have you learned anything new? Do you have any new hobbies? Have you went any new places? Why is everybody a talking point jukebox? You just press the button. 50% of men of this, 20% of men of this. You hear how Myron sounds on Fresh and Pit? It's every conversation. He just goes, talking point jukebox, 50% of this, 20% of this. That's everybody. No, 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 no. How about this? Young man, young woman, tell me what you seen. See, that's a way to disengage with the people that you're talking to, right? On a human to human level. And the internet has gotten so weird for real. People don't even know how to talk to each other in real time. I walk up to people and talk to them. Hey man, what's going on, bro? Excuse me, miss, what's up with you? Hey, by the way, I am not scared of people. This is why people hang out online. Because in the real world, they don't know how to function. Right? And in the real world, some of these behaviors, how people act online, somebody will go right in your mouth. Straight up. You could tell who don't come out the crib. Because the way people talk and how they're to the start talking point jukebox and blah, 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 blah. Yeah, I know ain't nobody punched you in the face before. It's still real outside. That's why everybody hang online. That's why people be in panels. How the hell you want a panel in your car and it's a beautiful day outside? Yo, go meet somebody. Go talk to somebody. Go talk to somebody. Go introduce yourself to somebody new. Yo, my friends list and my comment section, that's cool. That ain't real life. It is, but it ain't. It is, but it ain't. But it is. You know what I'm saying? Just because we cool online don't mean we cool in real life. I've met some people from online in real time. I'm not feeling it. You know what I mean? So when you talking to the young, the reason why it's a disconnect is because yo, you stuck in Facebook world. Yo, you understand? This is the separation of ages, right? Facebook is a dinosaur app. This is why when you see people talk on Facebook, they don't have new ideals. They are still talking pro black or old shit. Why? Facebook is an old app. You see, there's a difference between TikTok and there's a difference between Facebook. It's grannies and grandparents on Facebook. You use that for personal use. New ideals don't integrate well on Facebook. The young people is on TikTok. You know what I'm saying? Look, that's the age separation right there. Separation based on apps. Shit, in a second, IG's old. That don't even move the same way. You know an app is old by the way that the algorithm moves, meaning that your organic reach. Right now, TikTok has a better organic reach than IG and Facebook before the floodgates used to be open. 2016, 2017, 2015 Facebook, you post one post, everybody sees it. Everybody sees it. For real, Facebook is an app. Face I'm thinking how to word things. You very rarely see people looking nice on Facebook these days. Keep it real. Keep it real. When you be on Facebook, you go to people's pictures, everybody kind of got this washed up thing. That's why if anybody got like a fire profile picture, you like, oh shit. You don't really see people aging well on Facebook. The baddies is on TikTok. The baddies is not on Facebook. You know what I'm saying? That's a thing people come in and check to see how they're doing with their family. Oh shit, let me check on the fam. I couldn't make the event. I know they're gonna have pictures on there and shit, right? But Facebook, old. And it's not the age, it's the mindset. Old. It's old. It's outdated. People are scared of technology on Facebook. But when you go on Facebook, that's your high school friends, college friends, and you look in their life, people look dusty. And for some people trying to push marriage and tradition out people throw, I'm sorry, millennials, yo, y'all don't make marriage and relationships look fire. Y'all don't make marriage and relationship look fire. No one sees people on Facebook and be like, damn, you married, you look good. So y'all pushing this shit to the youngsters, but y'all don't look good. Yo, man, it is not about being with somebody for 60 years. And on Facebook, you see couples, oh, they've been together 70 years, and everyone's like, goals, that's what I want. Yo, you don't even know how it was. They're damn near in the grave. Nothing. You just want to be with somebody. See, these young people, they don't think like that. If it don't work, they gone. Their feet is moving. Y'all are pushing relationships to these young people, but your relationship don't make you look better. The people matter more than the relationship. Not the relationship matters more. Come on, man. Y'all so focused on marriage, 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 marriage. And these young people like, I'm good. You got young girls already deciding that they don't want no babies. They only 19. Like, I'm straight. Why would they though? What when you talk about your kids, you be like, man, how your son? Bad as shit. Like, damn. How your daughter, man? I had to slap her behind the washing machine. You don't be like, oh my God, motherhood is so fire. Y'all don't be like, man, I love being a daddy. Ask you about your family, you like, man, shit. Start scratching the back of your head. Why would they want to do that? See, the different, and it's crazy about millennials. Millennials are caught in two worlds. You are caught in a world where you went outside and played, but also you had Nintendo. You got your feet in two different worlds. Millennial, you have to create your life. Some of y'all are hopping in relationships now for normalcy. As a millennial, you don't get to do that. Create your life. You don't get to be in the new world and the old world at the same time. You don't know which way to go because you still remember a world before the internet and you climbed trees and you played outside. But you're a millennial. You rebelled against your parents, remember? You rebelled against the church, remember? You rebelled against the civil rights generation, remember? Now you are 35, 38, 40, 41, and you don't know what to do with your life. So you're like, yeah, the biological clock is ticking. No, 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 no. You don't get to do that. You're a millennial. You have to take a paintbrush and create your own life. Y'all want to be secular and traditional Muslims and Christians at the same time. You want to include chakras in your Christianity. Just go all the way over there. Come over here with me. Come over here to death row. If you ain't, if you tired of content creators dancing all in the video, come over here to death row. I gotta look, because I gotta live my philosophies, right? I don't be playing. I got this tattoo in 2010. I'm about to tattoo the other side of my face. And a millennial will say, what about a job? You think I'm thinking about a job? I don't even know how to fill out a job application. What are you talking about? Why? What? I've been in the future. I've been getting money online. A job? Nothing wrong with a job. But if it ain't using a computer, what you mean?
my tattoo says love. And I've been walking around with this shit. Niggas like, yo, man, you ain't worried about no job? What? I don't even think like that. I've been in the future. I've been reading up on algorithms. Life 3.0. This the shit I'm into. Becoming human in the age of artificial intelligence. I've been on that. I've been futuristic. When I seen the Jetsons, I was like, I'm with it. When I seen Back to the Future, I'm like, hell yeah. I've been on that. I ain't thinking about the past. I don't fuck about that. I'm gonna probably next week, I'm gonna tattoo the other side of my face. Ain't nobody hiring me. I know. I'm not trying to get picked. I'm doing the picking. Right? Ben. Right? You know how big my tattoo is? You can't probably see it. It's this big. It's all over my face. I did that in 2010. Right? Because I knew that each millennial has an artist in them. Each millennial has rebellion in them. Each millennial, whether you know it or not, you're pushing culture forward. Right? You got your finger on the pulse. And many of you, some of you, I understand you're going crazy because you're a mother, a daddy, and you don't know where to go. That 40 is creeping up. Yo, 40 is creeping up on me. You know, I went crazy damn near all year. 40, I forgot. I forgot who the fuck I was. I started thinking scarcity, right? I didn't control my algorithm. I let other conversations come in my mind. Why am I scared about being 40? I'm popping. I ain't missing nothing, right? Oh, what about what? I'm afraid. You know what? I ain't afraid of nothing. I've been ready for that. So each millennial, you are right. Each millennial is an artist. Each millennial, you got your finger on the pulse, yo. You are the generation that is pushing this shit for real. Don't go backwards. Tradition. Traditional what? Tradition for me is Nintendo. I don't know nothing else. Tradition for me is I'm gonna get you sucker. Tradition for me is Meteor Man. Tradition for me is Yo MTV Raps. Tradition is not the 60s. Back in the day is not the 60s. Back in the day is 80, 85. Tony, who's the boss? MacGyver. That's back in the day for me. Back in the, why do we do that though? Yeah, because you know, back in the day, to explain modern gender dynamics, y'all skip the 90s, skip the 80s, and go to the 60s and be like, when the woman got welfare. You skip over crack. You skip over heroin. You skip over us being latchkey babies. You skip over all that, right? And go right to the 60s. Do you know why? Because there's no way for you to measure that for real because you didn't really experience it. So you're going to need the Morningham report to tell you about, I don't give a fuck about none of that. None of it. I don't. I'm rocking with the youth. All that shit can burn up. Psst. Y'all call it L. Psst. Right? That's hip hop. Right? That's hip hop. We looked at them and said, I ain't getting slapped by no white man without doing nothing. We looked at them and been like, that we shall overcome. Now, y'all have reverted to what you said you ain't. And these youngsters coming up, they getting money, they doing their raps, and you hating. Right? Just be there at the finish line so you can advise them. You don't gotta be a full participator in it. Just be there so you can chop it up with them. Be there so you can advise them. Right? But y'all mad at Pound Town though. I need somebody to do me a favor. Type in the chat how this song comes on. What's the first thing he says in this song? What's the first thing he says in this song? Someone tell me. How does the song come on? But wait a minute. You mad at Pound Town played in the school. What's the first thing he says when this song comes on right here? Somebody help me out. But you mad at Pound Town? Yeah. What? This is the most disrespect ever. And you hear the kids smoking on such and such pack. The soon as the song comes on, the man says, "That's why I fucked your bitch." Was we playing this? Was we there? Yo, I love Pac. Love Pac. Tupac has probably the craziest story in hip hop. He's connected to the Black Panther Party. His peoples is Geronimo Pratt. His peoples is Asada Shakur, man. His peoples is Eldridge Cleaver, whatever you think about Eldridge, that's fine. Elaine Brown, Bobby Seals, Huey. Matulu just died this year. That was his stepfather. Matulu and Pac was working on the Thug Codes together. Yeah, I do this shit. I do this shit. I just look like this. They was writing the Thug Codes. Now, I say that to say this. If Tupac does have the craziest story, what he's connected to. Come on, man. Afeni is part of the Panther 21. I do this. Right. All that. But Tupac started fuckboy culture. Tupac was taking off the shirt. Tupac came on and straight disrespect. Come on, man. Even though Vaseline wasn't like that. The bridges are like KRS-One and it wasn't like that. Listen, look at the names of the outlaws. Napoleon, Idi Amin. Look at what he's on. Machiavelli. Man, niggas ain't know what that was. Look what he was on. Promised to pay back Jimmy Henchman in due time. He beefing with Jimmy Henchman? Yo, Pac started fuckboy culture. He taking a shirt off. So when you see 6ix9ine, there's no 6ix9ine without Pac. What's my point? We was there rocking with this shit, choosing sides. Choosing sides. But when you hear Pound Town, you're appalled. Yeah. She said, Pound Town. That's so funny to me, because I'm with the Pound Town. I went to Pound Town. I went to Pound Town. Right? And it's so ill that even if something didn't get played on the radio, we still heard it though. Yo, why are y'all fronting and saying the difference is yeah, we had to sneak it. Man, we had everything. We had everything. Y'all don't remember they bootleg music? Right? The man came on and said, "That's why I fucked your bitch." That's how he came on. And we was young, and now we're parents. Now you gonna spin the block and you appalled at Pound Town. First of all, I like Pound Town. That's first of all. But we're gonna pretend that y'all don't know who Roxy Reynolds is. We're gonna pretend that y'all don't know who Jasmine Casimir is. We're gonna pretend that you don't know Justin Slayer. We're gonna pretend. We're gonna pretend that you wasn't at the check cashing spot and my man had the bag on the floor and you looking in there and you trying to cop one of those movies to take it home, but you don't want to see nobody buying that shit. Oh, okay. Like you wasn't copping it at the barbershop. Okay. Somebody was watching Pinky. Not you though. Right. The reason why you even talk to your lady like that in the bedroom, cause you heard Wesley Pipes talking crazy. But we gonna pretend that you didn't listen to that. And you didn't you wasn't there. That's somebody else. You know how everybody got so now I don't know nobody like that. Everybody is I don't know nobody like that. Nobody's doing this shit. Nobody. But you mad at you tripping off Pound Town? All ladies pop your booty like this. Do. Oh, my bad. That ain't y'all listening to that. My bad. That's it's the white folks, man. It's the white folks. Put on the white folks. It's so funny though how everything can get put on the white folks, but if it's anything we don't like, we can't. The white man do everything, but not the black man. The white woman do everything, but not the black woman, not the Latino woman. All the people of color, we're hella moral, right? But all white people do that. Really? Y'all gotta learn to deal with y'all shame. Y'all could talk about how the white man conquered all that, and Christopher Columbus and Hitler and all that. But when I put some of that on a black man, no, I don't know nobody like that. So yeah, white girls is the only freaks. Right. I got you. Y'all really tripping on Pound Town though? For real? For real? First of all, let's keep it a buck. First of all, let's keep it a buck. Is Pound Town a town you like to go to anyway? Is that a town that you like to go through? Is it a town you like to ride through? That's the one thing. You don't like the song because you are, I don't want my kid to hear this. But do you like going there? Okay, that's number one. So yeah, you like going there because if you didn't, you wouldn't have that kid. Okay, so you like going there. I like going there. Right? I have flown to Pound Town, took a boat to Pound Town, drove to Pound Town, took an Uber to Pound Town, I took a scooter to Pound Town, I took the city bus to Pound Town, I done walked to Pound Town, rode a bike to Pound Town, took a taxi to Pound Town, sometimes I teleport to Pound Town, because I don't got no problem with Pound Town, but I got a 15-year-old. So when he listens to Pound Town, I go, because I don't want him pounding no goddamn town. Cool. Here's the problem. What I'm listening to in Pound Town, I listened to when I was 15. So here's where you parent through. Hey, I heard you playing that. Don't turn it off. Play that in front of me and let's talk about it. Because the moment I say, get that shit off my radio, you know better, and I do all that, he gonna be in the room like, I hate that nigga, man. I hate that. Because that's what I was doing with my mama, right? First off, mama, You got 3 baby daddies. I ain't trying to hear none of that. You go, you got 3 baby daddies. We all got different dads. Quit it. Come real. Right? So we start to have a disconnect because she didn't come real. Wait a minute, me and all my sisters got different dads. What are you talking? I don't give a damn you just got in church. I don't care. Now you want to Hezekiah Walker me to death. Now you want to Mississippi Mass Choir me to death. Now you want to Melodies from Heaven me to death. Fran Hampton me to death. It's not happening. You want a God's property me to death. Yeah, you need to be in the choir. You need to, yeah. When my mama got saved, oh man, she was frying. I'm like, mama, you just was in church, you drinking, ain't you? Oh, you was frying. She ain't need to do all that, because I would have accepted her anyway. That was for her. But it wasn't matching up. You got 3 baby daddies. What are you talking about? I'm not judging your baby daddies. But you just got saved. Now you trying to bless and highly favor me to death? I ain't going. Why I can't watch Def Comedy Jam? I heard you when you hung up on the phone. You cursed Sister Jackie Smooth out when you hung up the phone. Yeah, bitch, and this. So why I can't watch Def Comedy Jam? Bernie Mac is on tonight. What we doing? Damn, so I can't listen to the new Nas It Was Written? No. The Hezekiah Walker. I don't want no damn Hezekiah Walker. I don't want no damn Hezekiah Walker. What you talking about? That new Nas is out. Mama got saved. She want to take out all the TVs. Yeah, because the pastor said this is the one-eyed demon. God damn. I can't watch Pro Stars now. That was the shit with it was Michael Jordan, Bo Jackson, Wayne Gretzky. I can't watch Pro Stars now because of what he said. Yeah, y'all need to take all the TVs out because that's the one-eyed demon. Damn, life sucks now. Everybody coming to school seeing Martin last night. But my mama going through the phase where she got the TVs out the house. Man, I'm sick. Last night was the Martin with the Whitty Hutton. I missed the Whitty Hutton. I had to catch the playback of the Whitty Hutton. I'm sick. Everybody doing bruh man with the slow bop. I don't know what's going on. Like what you mean? Was the bop like that? Or was it like that? No, nigga, it was like that. Why you ain't see it? Man, I fell asleep. See, I can't tell nobody that my mama just got saved and she took all the TVs out. Cause she was going through what she was going through. But you don't make them kind of changes, right? When you got your kids tagging along with you and just be like, deal with it. Yeah. How we have babies and still be on some, I'm going to do what I want to do. Yo, what about them? Yeah, what about them, though? What about them? So I got to miss Martin, right? Because you got your own traumas that I don't know about. So now you in church head first. And you know what? Y'all are doing the same thing. Whether it's your conscious community, whether you listening to a content creator, whether you going through your enlightened moment, all of a sudden, now you about to do all this shit in the crib, right? And you don't say nothing to your kids. You just change like that, but you don't have no conversation with them. No sit down with them like, baby, daddy's going through this. This is what we're going to start to do. No, you just straight cold turkey. Your ass went out and got saved and start coming in the house moving shit. Like, what's going on here? Turn that damn Pound Town off. Mama, you got 3 baby daddies. You go there. Clearly. Because none of my sisters, we ain't got the same daddy. Why I got to turn that off? How about you tell me the story about, stay in a child's place. So, the kids got told to stay in the child's place. So they did. And they created a world without you. So now you have a disconnect between you and the youth because they're staying in a child place. Right? So this little boy, this little girl got told to stay in a child's place. This little boy, this little girl got told to stay in a child's place. All these kids got told to stay in a child's place, but you have a utility bill in the child's name. So you are bringing them into the adult world because it benefits you. But you don't want them to know your business, so it's stay in a child's place. God damn it, mama, you got me fucked up. You got the electric in my name. I'm like you. Ain't no stay in a child's place when you got shit in the baby's name. They ain't a child no more. You're putting them with a corporation. They ain't a child no more. Stop it, 5. They're not children no more. Right? Now, one thing for sure, two things for certain. It's a lot of things I didn't succeed at. It's a lot of things I came up short. I owe some people an apology. People can say whatever they want. But when it comes to being a daddy, I will not get that wrong. I don't give a damn what nobody think of me. That comes first. Right? Hey, how's your homework, son? Let's sit down and do it, son. Play me your music, son. What's going on with you, son? I just want to be a part of your world, son. Let me walk this thing with you. You know what I'm saying? And let me make sure I take care of myself so I'm not a burden to you when you get older and I don't got to take that goddamn back room. So you can be free. I already told my kid, man, you ain't got to bring me no damn babies. You crazy? Be free. You ain't got to bring me no babies. You ain't got to do none of that. None of it. If you don't want to have no kids, don't. You don't want to get married, don't. Yo, you are free. You ain't got to. That family name is my concern. But if that ain't what you want, yeah, generational wealth. How you know your kids even want to do that? You ain't even ask them. Yeah, you gonna be a doctor, but he's good at painting. Yeah, you gonna be a nurse, but she's good at singing. You should be looking at your kid, looking at their skills, abilities. The moment they say they like something, put your money up to put them in it. Yo, I don't give a damn about followers, what you show up online. What does your parent report card look like? That's all I care about, right? Notice nobody online puts their kid's report card. What your baby's doing? What did your kid do this summer? What's your kid's routine? Everybody talking talking point jukebox, except when it come to kids though. And these older people is so foul that if you find out that this person is falling short on being a mother or a father, you will still follow them because you like them. Get the fuck out of here. I find out you a trash ass parent. I don't care what you talking about. That comes before this. That, what? What? Don't lose your babies, man. Don't lose your babies to the internet. Don't lose your babies to the world. Yes, I am the trash daddy that's gonna aid it and bear the fugitive. I'm letting you know that right now. I'm going out gunning for that right there. I don't give a fuck how wrong he is. I'll take care of him. I'll do that. The world can't get my child. Period. I'm gonna go down for being trash for that. Come get him. I'm going out with a bang. You can't get that. He did some. Ooh, that's egregious. I'll do it. Y'all, I'm not giving my baby to the world for y'all to do whatever to my baby for my child. Yeah, you gotta take me out. You crazy? You're wildin'. Yeah, I'll go down with that shit. But he did. Yeah, I'm gonna go down with that shit. I'm letting you know that right now. I'm gonna go down with that shit. I'll handle that. Let me break my own heart handling him. You can't do it though. Never. That's how committed to my shit I am. I don't give a damn about what a TikTok follower says or what the I ain't a social justice warrior. I ain't none of that. For me and mine, we go down with the shit. Yeah, I break my own heart. But the world can't do it. You can't. Yeah. Don't lose your babies, man. Don't lose your babies. Right? Don't lose your babies. Wait a minute. It ain't even wait a minute. It's way meant. So pussy popping on a handstand, pussy popping, what? Pussy popping on a handstand, tip drill, all that. One night I stayed up watching Uncut, and it was these dudes from Alaska. His name was like Joker the Bell Bondsman. They was hard. Some Alaska dudes. The video looked hella low budget. But I'm a front on these babies. What? What? Not us watching BT Uncut tip drill. But y'all gonna talk about Pound Town? What's up with y'all? Y'all have turned corny. I need y'all to unlame yourself, man. Uncorny yourself, man. Y'all online making videos about Pound Town and blah blah blah. Yo, I don't know if anyone told y'all, but a lot of y'all lack the cool factor. You're not even cool like that. Talking about Pound Town, talking about the youth talking point jukebox. Y'all not even cool. Nothing about you is cool. As soon as you start talking point jukebox. Yeah, all I did was say, bruh, how's the day? How are you? Yeah, because 80% of women file for divorce. My nigga, god damn, like, bro. I just said how the day was, fam. Because the morning hand report. Like, what? Y'all crazy. Like, fam, I just said, yo, you seen the game last night, my dude? Brothers, get your passport. I'm like, yo, you still lame. You just lame in Brazil. And she ain't never been around no dudes from America. Because if she come around dudes from America, it's going to level out. And she's going to find out that, oh, shit. Shit, you got homeboys and a brother that's more wavy than you. She don't know no better. You feel me? No. I'm not into the young people's bars. Nah. Because, yo, I heard Nas rap a song backwards. I remember Cannabis when he came out. So I remember a certain skill set in terms of the raps. Right? And I'll take that with me. I'll take that with me. But however, though, yeah, I'm trying to be a part of their world, man. Hanging around these old niggas, man, what? That shit gonna age me. Which I'm trying to go with the young, because the young got the answers. I'll show y'all something real quick. And what I'm about to show you is I showed many times before, right? Niggas ain't into this shit like this. Ken was doing this. Don't get lost in, cause I ain't viral. Not on YouTube. Let me show y'all something. Let me show y'all something. So, worldometers, right? Population 8 billion. Look at the births this year, right? I'm not going to focus on things like that. What I am going to focus on, though, is y'all, all this talk about the youth, right? Look at what they inherit, though. Look at all these problems that y'all want them to fix. Hold on, let me show you something. Look at this. Look at the environment. But y'all want to have babies, though. I mean, you ain't gonna leave them nothing. Generational wealth is not just money. Are there gonna be any trees for them? Generational wealth is just not your trust. What kind of air quality is these kids gonna breathe? Desertification. Y'all cutting down the trees. This is live right now. Look at the CO2 emissions. All the smog going in the air. But babies, though. Babies. Okay, what happens when they get here? See, you're not going to be here, though. You ain't tripping off that. All this talk about nature, natural, and don't nobody be in it. I hiked the redwood forest. I really be in nature. It's natural for us to have babies. Yo, y'all don't even fuck with nature, though. Y'all don't hike, y'all don't ground, y'all don't do nothing nature related. What you think nature is just having sex. No, there's a real nature, and y'all don't be in it. What is your children gonna inherit? What is your grandchildren gonna inherit? You ain't tripping off nature. Y'all just want to have babies. Y'all don't care what world they come into, though. Cap. Because if you cared what really about the kids, you wouldn't be having as many as you had. I had one. That was good for me. But you're going to be pregnant again and again and again, and you're going to get her pregnant again and again and again. Just because you can get pregnant, don't mean you should. And just because you can get somebody pregnant, don't mean you should. Who told you that was the purpose of life? Humans made that up. Yeah, the purpose of life is to pass on genes. Of course, says the people that want to pass on genes. Of course, you would say that's the purpose. You don't care about the gene. You only care about the passing. You want to just do the act. But what happens with the act? You ain't tripping, man. Y'all don't care about kids for real. Y'all can't care about kids. Y'all be online all day. No, you can't care about kids. Y'all be online all day, every day. I just look inside your household. I know what's going on in there. They ain't got no structure, no nothing. Babies up till all times of nights, eating all times of nights, eating weird shit, no schedule going on, no teaching going on, babies looking at tablets, all type of shit. Y'all online arguing with each other, back and forth about shit that don't matter. Not one person hits the panel and be like, yo, where y'all kids at? Because don't nobody care. It's about being right and subscriber count and going viral. Going viral matters when the crib is straight. For me, I see panels of 9 people. Everybody, let me talk. Let me talk now. Let me talk now. Let me talk now. About what? Yeah, this woman got hit in the head with a brick, and then, yo, y'all not gonna do nothing about it. What are we talking about? Go get a hammer and a story. End of story. Men need to protect women. Most men ain't about that. Get over it. Get a hammer, yo. Most dudes ain't even about that. So why you expect somebody that ain't about that to step up? He ain't got no hands. How he gonna protect you? Most dudes are scared of other dudes like you are. End of story. There's nothing else to talk about. There's nothing else to there's nothing philosophical about it. Most dudes aren't gonna fight because they can't. Cool. Guess what? Most animals in nature can't fight. Deers. And they run from lions. When sharks come through, other fish run. That's the game. But guess what though? Little bullets put down big people. Problem solved. Mace, knives, everything. What are we talking about? There's no reason for a long ass panel trying to philosophize who's as a protector or not. Most people ain't fighters. So you gotta hold yourself down. I don't need to get on the panel to figure that out. I mean, hours and hours, and I'm like, yo, I hear people, kids in the background, daddy, 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 mommy, mommy. Hold on. Let me make my point. Like, yo, get to your kid, fam. Like, it ain't that serious, bro. Get to your kid. Your kid been hungry for hours, yo. Then you see the, yo, it's so crazy, the shit that I've seen. And I be trying to just, how to just get in my algorithm, how to get my algorithm. I see babies pulling up to their parents with fast food in their hand. Like, yo, you feeding your baby fast food? They only 3 years old, yo. 4 years old. Nigga, let me make my point, yo. Like, dog, you have other problems. Your child is eating McDonald's, fam. What do you think that does in their body? You'll know when it baby boo boo. You see how that smells? That's in their body. Baby girl just dropped the baby. And because she's unattended, she's not tending to her child, her milk dries up. So now you putting powder in the bottle so your less than 1 year old baby can drink powdered milk. But what are you doing? On panels talking about men being protectors, and these men, let me tell you something. If people got a parenting report card, a lot of people wouldn't have platforms. Because let me tell you something. Me popping as a father is more important than me popping as a goddamn influencer online. Are you kidding? Men and women doing this shit on panels, talking about the obvious. Yeah, nobody's gonna protect me. Duh. This is the wild. What are you talking about? Do you have a felony? No. Why you don't got a pistol? Why you don't got a gun? Hold your own self down. Self-preservation is the first law of nature. Nah, you want someone else to come preserve you. But what are you doing? Yo, you online with the shit. Not me. Right? Y'all don't care about these kids, man. That's cat. Y'all care about getting men and women dates. A content creator make a good point in dating and y'all be like, yo, protect them at all costs. Meanwhile, kids is going to school barely 8. And then you expect them to learn. But protect the dating content creator. But these kids though. I know y'all don't really fuck with kids, man. Y'all just want to make them. Y'all just, it's sexual. But the parenting thing, and then you want celebrities to parent your child. Y'all need to stop. Why? So we can be comfortable being entertained. How about cut your cable? How about homeschool? Everybody can't do that. You didn't think about that before you had a kid? You and the father, you and the mother didn't think about how you was going to educate your child? So now, because they got these different dynamics going on in school, y'all mad. You wanted to have a child and it be totally comfortable for you. Yo, parenting is a challenge. All you got to do is look in nature, look at Discovery Channel. The moment a deer drops that baby, that buffalo drops that baby, a predator comes and snatches that shit up. Then you got your eyesight on one angle. These men, these men, these men. But your fourth grade, I just seen this morning, fourth grader, yo, y'all haven't noticed a increase of women teachers touching children? Nobody says nothing about it. But the man is what you gotta watch out for. But your children ain't safe with the women teaching them. But let's look at the man. Do you know why the woman is doing that? In nature, in the wild, have you ever seen a herbivore give birth to a carnivore? A female lion is a predator like a male lion. But we think in human culture, in our culture, no, it's just a man. He eats meat, but the woman eats grass. My son got women teachers. I be on their helmet. Hey, how you doing, miss? Oh, we need to talk. You have a growing black child. So you might think he's older than what he is. He's not. Don't touch that. You better control your deviancy. I have a book on my book list. In the 1970s, there was a book called The Secret Garden. Um, a feminist interviewer interviewed women and got their fantasies, right? Now, this is the 70s. And what she found out is the woman's shadow was just like the man's, right? The book is called Secret Gardens. And these fantasies from women, okay. Mm-hmm. My motto is everybody's a op. Are you kidding? I know what time it is. Secret Garden. It was a very controversial book when it came out. And I read excerpts of it. It was very interesting. Because what you'll see is the dysfunction and the deviancy is in both. Right? But if you really love the babies, then you'll look at the world as the world, and you won't have partiality. Righteous is righteous, savage is savage, right? For your kids' sake, right? Because when I see a man, I don't automatically be like, yeah, bro, smart, or bro is logical. And when I see a woman, I don't automatically be like, yeah, yeah, shorty's a nurturer. Get the fuck out of here. My mama wasn't. So, peep this. Unnourished people in the world. But it's all about children, though. Overweight people in the world. Obese people in the world. Just for people who's not used to reading numbers like this. Unnourished. That means people that are not being fed properly. 872,618,000 and counting. Obese people in the world. 1,749,704. But it's all about the purpose of life is to bring people in the world. What about the people already here? I hear pro-black people, yeah, man, all these abortions, we would have 60 million more people. What would you do with them though? Well, you can't do nothing with the babies here. You hating on the young here. What would you do with 60 million more people? It sound good. It sound good. You can't feed the ones you got. It sound good though. You just want to have the kids. Y'all don't care about kids, man. It was a skit, but damn, my man with the McDonald's, it was trash food, first of all, but y'all ain't feeding them kids, they ain't mine. Okay, end of story, man. What are we doing? What are we doing? Picture me pulling up, giving my son food, and he got youngsters with him. Okay, then that means my money is real funny. My money is real funny. That I can't get $6 menu burgers. Trash anyway. Yeah, they ain't my kids. Okay. I don't want to hear y'all talk about no community, man. Get out of here. Y'all don't like pound. This is the world Sexyy Red got live in. And people her age and her younger. But before they was here, what was we doing? At Freaknik, partying bullshit. Stop at 5. Look at this. Water used. Look at all this water. People with no access to safe drinking water. 770 million. Number one, if you an American, you can't say nothing about Sexyy Red because you part of the problem. First of all, just your existence is a strain on people around the world. You can go to a hotel right now and turn the shower on for hours. Hours. America's this. When was America ever great? Look at your belly. Look at your stomach. Look at your stomach. America ain't never been great. Man, you ate chicken wings today, fam. I've been out the country before. People ain't living like that. For real, all they got is each other because they don't got nothing else. Meanwhile, you mad at Sexyy Red for twerking. For twerking. But you got to put the finger back at yourself because your existence in America, your quality of life is based on other people not having. You understand that, right? Where you think your cell phone come from? That's called cobalt. When you're looking at tires and rubber and loop, where you think that comes from? That comes out the ground. Where? From someone else. You have oranges and watermelons at time periods you shouldn't. Where you get that from? Bananas, coffee. A lot of that is imported. From where? How do the people live? But you self-righteous talking about a woman twerking though. Yeah, man, the fall of the West. You got Jordans on your feet. Where you think they come from? Your lashes, your hair. Everybody miss me with the humanitarian bullshit. Cause your day to day, I don't never see nobody fire up no stream and be like, yo, I just want to thank the people around the world that has enabled me to live like this. America's the shit. I've been all over the world. That's why family other places is important. Because what else you got? You got each other. You ain't got nothing. Yo, I talked to someone that lives in Syria right now. Yo, their day to day is not, and I have to remember that because their day to day is not like mine. The shit, the shit that I be doing on a regular basis, that yo, it ain't like that, yo. It ain't like that. We take so much things for granted. You know, in those countries, sexual pleasure is not even a thing. That's just a duty. Like you don't even, you're not even into your body like that. Come on, man. I'm gonna put this link in the chat though. But real quick, what I really wanted to show is, so look, I don't know if y'all can see. So I need somebody to do the math on this. What is 14,521 days? Oh, it says it. In 40 years, it's the end of oil, right? They already have this shit mapped out. There's only 40 more years left of oil. I'll be 80, right? It's possible that I can live long enough to see the end of oil, right? Oil, okay? That is a problem these young people have to solve. They have to figure out energy about their world. You're talking to them about twerking? If you have a baby this year, your child will be 40 years old when oil is gone. And y'all are talking about twerking. Twerking. Don't do that. Why? Oil's still gonna go. Why? There is 14,521 days of oil left. But don't twerk though. That's what y'all focus on? Masculinity and femininity? Yo, if your kid is 10, your kid will be 50 years old and see the end of oil. What are y'all talking about? The wrong conversation. But guess what? Someone from Generation Alpha is going to become a trillionaire figuring out the world's problems. There's problems in the world that need to be solved. Real shit regarding energy. What are y'all talking about? I don't give a damn how much they twerk. If they figure out some energy issues that can improve the lives of people in the world, twerk all you want. Y'all having the wrong conversation. Y'all thinking about shame. Yo, we need to shame these women. Into what? Shame. Bring back shame. Yo, you're gonna run out of oil while you're shaming, fam. Clean water, fam. We ain't even start the water wars yet. Where we're gonna war over water. Shame these women though. Bro, what are you talking about? And the old world ain't coming back. Surprise. Surprise. Oh my God, look at these women. Look. Wait, look at these 304s. Yo, fam, no matter what, it's 14,521. Yo, I will be 80 years old. It is very possible that I will live long enough to see the world use their, basically, the last day of gas. I can live long enough to see that shit. Now, let me tell you the problem. While y'all think, many people think, if we get the respectability thing together, everything will be right. Cool. Other people are aware of the world's problems and being trained on how to fix it. Do you know what's going to be a crazy economy? Car batteries, right? Batteries or things that are put in cars that allow them to run miles with no gas. Electric cars, right? Electric cars. That's the flex. Who could produce the better electric cars? But you think twerking and her going to Pound Town. Yo, man, you don't even know what she gonna be when she grow up. She 25 years old. She ain't done yet. You don't even know what she gonna be. Just like nobody knew what you was gonna be. These same youngsters that we talking crazy about have the opportunity to make sure our old asses live a comfortable life because they done created something. Why would they want to create and help people that are dissing them? For what? My generation was better than yours. That ain't real rap. Y'all got the nerve to say, we sold the drugs. Y'all using it. What? Y'all got the nerve to brag about selling the drug. Yeah, y'all generation are users. We sold it. Okay. The user hurts themselves. The seller hurts others. So you could get on them for using, but you provided it. And a lot of these youngsters are indigos, man. They're empaths, man. They're so sensitive, man. And all they hear is negative talk all day long. Yeah, I said some funny things and I'm clocking T as I'm talking. But on the real, man, if I can help anybody in their tracks that's listening to this in the chat or in the cloud, upgrade your parenting right now. Get close to your children, not the talking points, not the comment section, not people on your friends list, not TikTok, your children. Close your app and have father and son time, mother and daughter time. Close the fucking app, yo. What are y'all doing? But you can go ahead and keep doing what you're doing. And when they give you your report card, don't act surprised. Man, I was doing this for you. Baby's gonna be like, all I wanted was a hug, man. I ain't give a damn about no followers. It's Sunday. When I get off the app, I'm off the internet today all day. I'm not looking at nothing. I'm about to get with my kid, check his homework, right? Oh yeah, let me flex. My kid's in private school, right? That I pay for, right? Because I'm not gonna complain about nothing happening to the public school. I'm gonna be proactive. And when they gave me the number of what it cost a month, I looked at it and was like, oh, I'm gonna do that. I don't give a damn how much I gotta work, how much I gotta sweat. That's for him. Oh, summer camp. What did the kid do? Was he waking up anytime? No, he wasn't. He was at something called ID Tech. How much? Two bands. Before that, wrestling camp. How much? $550. The flex ain't a bag or kicks or a hat. I'm a baby flex. I'm a flex with the babies. I don't give a damn about nothing else. We put the money to the children the moment. Hey, Dad, I was thinking about doing this. I'm already online seeing how much it fucking costs. I will be dirt poor as long as he's cash rich. What we talking about? What we talking about? Put your parenting report card on the table, then talk shit. Nothing else matters. If you a single person, no kids, great for you. Don't have none. This shit ain't for everybody. Don't have none. If y'all don't got no kids, for real, don't have none. Cause it ain't for everybody. If you not willing to put that kid first, if you're not willing to drop every single thing you doing and pivot for the next 18 years with that kid, don't have none. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Go live your life. I expect a person with no babies to be traveling. If you don't have no kids, I don't want to hear you open up your big fat mouth and complain about nothing. How are you broke? You don't have no kids. You're in your head depressed. You don't have any kids. Now, imagine what it's like thinking for a person's future. I'll give you one better. Imagine what it's like thinking for an entire household and saying, what is the next move for us? I don't unite with other men just because they're dudes. Yo, fam, let me see what's your plan for your family? You got to think for everybody. What? Why the fuck would I hang out on a panel? Why would I hang out on a panel when I'm responsible for people in a house? I'm responsible for making the best decision on how we're going to move. If we fail, that's on me. Why would I be on a fucking panel talking about God knows what? For hours and hours? Nah, bro, let me get my point across. Let me get my point across. Meanwhile, your kid and your lady's in there waiting for you to come in there, dog. They've been asking for you all day, sis. Get your ass offline. Or don't. I just seen my kid report, progress report for the first year. I'm like, ooh, I'm a proud dad. The lowest thing on that was a B minus. I was like, yes, I'm a whole high school dropout. I'm a whole high school dropout, man. Man, you gotta be, man. I'm so happy for the dude. Going to his wrestling things, like being a part of his world, man. I don't want to be locked out this little man world. Even my tone and how I get on him, I gotta figure out a way to connect. And if I do it wrong, I gotta come back and be like, hey man, I apologize for how I raised my voice earlier. Let me tell you what I was angry about, right? But I shouldn't have said that to you. Yo, I got it to the point where my kid come in and be like, Dad, you ain't wake up on time today. That's how tough it is. Dad, you said you was gonna go to the gym today and you didn't. See, now he holding that mirror back at my ass. What? Fuck online. Dude watching me. And I gotta be like, you right, son. I'll do better next time. And he'd be like, it's okay, Dad. Yeah, you right, son. I didn't get up on time today. And I tell you about that every single day. This ain't a do as I say house. I gotta lead by example. So after we get done roasting, after we get done playing the dozens, let's move everything off the table. Take the talking points off the table. Let me talk to you as a father. Let me talk to you as a mother. What are you talking? I don't care about nothing else. Yeah, whatever you say about me, that's true. That's fine. Cool. Copy. Got it. Whatever. What's up with your kids? What are they doing? What'd your kid do when they was 18? Did they get a car? Did they get an incentive for graduating? Or are you the parent that, yeah, they working and go to school, and you think I'm gonna just be quiet? Working where? Going to school where? Oh, I know that kids can leverage education. Yeah, so I put my son in one of the best private schools in the state. The dropout, the pookie, the pookie. The person with the tattoo on their face, the low vibrational ass nigga. I'm all that shit. One day the kid walked in and was like, Dad, you're my favorite person. I'm like, oh my God. Ooh. Yo, that is everything, man. I turned to a little kid. I'm like, yo. But at the same time, I'm gonna miss some things. I was just talking to a loved one this morning, like, yo, we gotta, we gotta step it up. We gotta step it up. Whatever we think we're doing, whatever we missing something, man. We gotta step it up. All the other shit don't matter, man. This is, it don't matter. But I want y'all to look at something though. If your kid is 10, your kid will be 50 when oil ends. If your kid is 20, your kid will be 60 years old when oil ends. They need you for advisory. Well, first and foremost, they need your love. They need your love. Sexy Red with the music, she need love, yo. When she see us millennials, 41, 42 years old, hey sis, do your thing, man. Do your thing, sis. Get your money. Get your money, dark skinned black girl from the hood. Excuse me. Get your money. Because where else would she have access to make that kind of money? Hold on. Get your money, dark skinned black girl from the hood. I don't care if you don't pronounce your words right. I don't give a damn. I am not thinking about how white people view her. Get your money. Dark skinned black girl from the hood. I don't give a damn what Jesse Lee Peterson thinks, or Ben Shapiro thinks, or Matt Walsh thinks. I don't give a damn what they think about that girl. Baby girl, get your fucking money. Here's my number. When you, as you grow, if you need to chop it up and your secrets are safe with me, don't give a damn about no white people what they think about her, or these handkerchief head gatekeeping niggas what they think about that young girl. She 25 from St. Louis, from the trap. I don't give a damn. See, yeah, the Pookie can resonate with that. Yeah, y'all see her and y'all cringe. Man, I got people in my family that look like that. Fuck all of y'all. And that's why y'all be online talking crazy, because someone will go dead in your mouth. Straight up. Y'all, hold on. Y'all hating on the dark-skinned black girl from the hood and she get to run it up and make her family millionaires? Shit. Pound Town all day. They just had the concert out here and I was mad as I missed it. Now I would have been in the back by the exit. Because I'm about to be 40, so I'm going to be in the back. But I want to feel the pulse of what these young kids is going through. You remove her, that family might be in poverty, but it's okay if they're in poverty as long as they got nice morality. Yeah, right. As long as they're moral, yeah, right. Man, y'all hating on the dark skin? I already know what it's hitting for. Yeah, she ratchet. She the and is. Oh, but we wasn't watching Bebe's Kids though. So ratchet is new. When Jamie Foxx was dressing up like Wanda, it was funny. When Tyler Perry's dressing up as Medea being ratchet, it's funny. See, it's funny when the black man dress up as the ratchet person, we laugh. But then when the actual person comes through, it ain't funny though. That's why I'm the dude in Home Improvement over the fence. I ain't with none of that. And if I in the past ever made a comment hating on these youngsters, my money was probably fucked up. I'm sorry, babies. Uncle Ken ain't mean that. I was probably hurting. I probably lost bands in the casino and I had to take it out on somebody that's easy. Man, the youth, man, the youth, man. My bad. And you got every right to be like, well, Ken, you said this one time, and you call my ass to the carpet, and I'll be like, yeah, you right, my bad. Y'all ain't deserve none of that. That's on me. That have nothing to do with y'all. Yeah. Shit, I've been a hater sometimes. I done hated on people money sometimes. I done hate it. Why? Because I done fucked my money off at the casino. In June, they hit me for 3 bands down the street. And I walked out there with my rabbit ears, just droopy as hell. I knew it wasn't my day. I'm still going from blackjack to craps, blackjack to craps, and I'm getting hit. Just can't leave. How can I say something about Pound Town? I went through 3 grand in the casino in one night. How can I say anything about a young person? I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. Hey, fam, get control of your vices so you don't be like Uncle Ken, damn near 40, gotta spin the block on some of these vices. Feel me? That's real. That's real, man. I'm not at the space in my life where I don't understand somebody's humanity. Yo, I've been a gambler. Sometimes I hit they ass, but that particular day, I got served. Look at the end of coal. Hey, real quick, I'm gonna put this in the chat. So there's 147,640 days left of coal. Can y'all tell me how many years that is? How many years is 147,734? I mean, can somebody real quick convert those days into years? How many years is that? So wait, and then I need someone else to do 56,466. That's how much natural gas is left. So I need somebody to tell me how many days this is. How many years does this convert to? 56,466 days. How many days is that converted to the year? So that's how much natural gas is left. Then I need someone to tell me how much coal is left in years. Yo, the world got issues that need to be solved. We got to get out the baby's way, man, and just help them be better thinkers. But don't put paint where it ain't and put our world into theirs. Let them fly. Just cause our wings is clipped, just cause we scared, just cause we going back and forth about yo, let these babies thrive. Correct them with our character. What does that mean? I just told you I got my ass handed to me at the casino. So before I talk to any young dude shooting dice or he making moves, I'll be like, hey bro, I got hit a couple months back. And let me tell you what it did. I needed that money for real, for something else. Don't do that. You know what I'm saying? First of all, never go in with anything you can't afford to lose. Handle your business first. Then do your vice if you're going to do your vice. But I can't talk to no young dude like I don't know what he's heading for. You know how much money I lost in the casino? I've won it too, though. Right? I've won it too. Vegas, Reno, don't matter. Anywhere as a casino, I'm shooting them. I done shot them on the street. I keep dice on my desk that I throw around. I'm a gambler. Right? Pookie. The Pookie. Right? Yeah. All that. All that. Right? I can't talk to no young good baby. Y'all don't need to. Women are the number one consumers. Y'all buy bags and hair. And right, baby girl, don't blow all the money on the bundles to where you ain't got no money for the bills. You know what I'm saying? You might gotta get a different grade of hair on this go around and get your weight up till you get till you able to get that fire. But before I say that, let me show her some products that I done blew money on. Let me show her some of my receipts, what it looks like when I go out to eat for dinner. Regular Monday, 500. Just cause. Drinks, appetizers, everything. Yeah, Lord, come on, man. I'm gonna put this in the chat. This is one of the sites I've been going to for years. I'm gonna put this in the chat so y'all can sit with this and check it out. It's an interesting site because it's real time data, real time raw data talking about, or showing you the numbers. That computer is right. That's the first thing people gonna say. How you know it's real? You late to technology. This shit is very precise. Our phone know exactly what we're gonna do before we do it. Right? There is a type of machine learning, or there's a type of that the algorithm that how sales is going to go is going to predict, so it pays attention to when we buy something, the frequency of it. And because our card is already hooked up to these sites, it's already going to do the purchase for us based on what it seems like every 70 days you buy that, so it's already going to do it for you. Young people on Silicon Valley thinking of that shit. Y'all talking about twerking and tradition and masculinity. First of all, how do y'all even measure this shit? This shit just be, I just be listening. Like, how do we go outside and measure any of that shit? Meanwhile, innovation is happening for real. Right? I've been to Silicon Valley. It's crazy. The reason why I put my son in ID Tech is because it has coaches from Silicon Valley visiting them, right? It automatically gives you the cheat code or the end of people that's already in major universities and in Google, all that. Hell yeah, I'm gonna spend $2,000 for 7 days so you can take your ass there. Hell yeah, because I don't care nothing about this world. Right? The world coming, yeah, you gotta have your foot in it, right? So let me help you. Let me help you. That's all I want to do, child, son. Let me help you retire at 30. He's 15. And let me tell you something. If you really coach and advise, right? Not lord over. Most people, young and old, are like this all day. This is how they be looking all day. In the club, everybody's like this. Right? At the restaurant, everybody's like this, right? If you start today, if you sit with your babies, by the time they're 25, if they're young like mine still, if by the time they're 25, 30, they will be so further than everybody in their peer group, because one thing about the youth, they got short attention span. So if you help your baby focus and know how to lock in and dial in to complete a task, your son and your daughter by 30 will be here and their peer group will be here. Their peer group is going to catch on late. So you should be driving with your youngster, right? Even though the money is going to change, teach them how to pay bills. Give them your card, tell them to pay that. Teach them how to buy things online already. Teach them how to pay bills online already. You should be in the car and give your kid the card at 10 to walk up to that ATM. Teach them how to look around and deposit and get money from the ATM. Do you know what we're working on in my house? For my son to be paid by me. Yo, handle my emails for me. Right? This is the trash. This is the junk. Right? This is email marketing. You're not going to be 18 and being like, I don't know what to do. That's a failure as a father. What was I on doing on TikTok panels? Nah, bro, let me get in. Let me get in. Nah, man, because as a man, you know what I'm saying? I ain't protecting a woman get hit by a brick. All you hear in the background, Daddy, I'm hungry. Hit baby stomach like, this nigga's debating. What? Daddy, hours. Pinky Girl was live, what, a week ago? Yes, yes, yes. Yes, yes, yes. Gang, 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 gang. All you hear in the background is the kids. Boom, boom. Ah, ah, they screaming. She will not get offline. I even had to say, type in the chat, go check on your fucking kids. Oh yeah, I know Pinky Girl. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, yes, yes. I watched it with my son. He like, Dad, can you do it? I'm like, it just my cool factor won't allow me to do something like that. Yeah, gang, gang. Thanks for the glizzy. Thanks for the glizzy. Gang, gang, gang. Thanks for the glizzy. I'll be like, yo, run it up. I can't do it, right? So what I talked to my son about is like, instead of you being the character in this, right? All of the things we're looking at inside of the app, programmers did that, right? Be a Create the program and just watch the people. Don't be in the video game. She gang 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 gang. Thanks for the glizzy, gang gang. I'm like, oh shit, this is crazy, right? And then I had to stop my millennial mind from judgment. Don't judge. This shit works. Why does it work? Don't apply the 90s thing to none of this, right? People was tipping. This, what? You make how much? 5,000 off that? Whoa. See, we be talking too much about what we like or did. I don't care about that. Why does this work for? Right? Why does this work? Yo, crazy. She like, thanks for the glizzy, gang, gang, gang. I'm like, yo, this is dope. But for me, I prefer my son not to be the NPC. But if he is, we're gonna count it up. We're gonna come up with all creative shit. I don't necessarily agree, but in his world, my nigga, yo, you can get popping on this. If he says, Dad, I want to do this, I need your help. What you think I'm gonna be like? No, what you need to do, man, I'm with him. Gang, gang, thanks for the glizzy. Gang, man, you crazy? Right? But in all seriousness, allow the youth to walk us in the future because it belongs to them. And they get different downloads than us. And it is not about being right. We use the internet to come online to argue with people. We don't even use it to learn and network. I looked at my algorithm this morning and I was like, okay, this is how I'm finishing the year. Because I kept scrolling to see what was there, right? And I had to unsubscribe and unfollow some things. But I'm scrolling, but for the most part, it was personal development, it was finance, it was fitness, it was, cars. I like cars. But it was just clean as hell, right? And I just was changing my algorithm. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking at my kid's algorithm, then I'm giving his suggestions. I'm like, all right, yo, check out this Rothschild documentary. Tell me what you agree with. Tell me what you don't agree with. Put that in your algorithm, right? Make sure you got some hygiene things for a boy, right? You need to see a dude your age that got a channel that's taking care of himself, right? And then I look at his algorithm and see, all right, let me take one thing from his algorithm and then put it in mine, right? So what did he be watching? He watching crazy. Young Don the Sauce God, some Jamaican kid. It's funny, you know what I'm saying? I learned the term Giga Chad. Yeah, Dad, he came in one day and was like, Dad, I want to be a Giga Chad. I'm like, what's a Giga Chad? And it's just a dude that's just at the top of his thing. There's Chad and there's Giga Chad. But I'm like, oh shit, okay, okay, okay. And what music is popping? Oh, Lil Tecca? Okay, you like Lil Tecca? I'm like, okay. Then I'm stand back and watch. He watches the 6ix9ine documentary, and I'm like, what you think about that? I said, do you want to live that life? I'm not putting pay where they. I'm asking him, and he's like, I want the money. I don't want all the other shit. I turn around. I'm like, yes, yes, yes. Right? I wanted to see what he was gonna say. He like, I want the money. I don't want that other. I don't like the other stuff associated with it. So I'm like, okay, so you want the money, but you don't want the stuff that comes with it, that with his life, right? And then we get in a conversation. You do shit with your partners, don't tell on your homeboys, right? He already know. He already know. That's one thing that's a no-brainer. You choose a life, right? And other people choose it with you. And y'all together, you can't tell. We already don't. You you got to stay 100 with the shit that you decide. You agree to do something. You can't come to me and say, Dad, you just rock with him. So we deal with that accountability. Ain't no, you go down that path. You know the rules, right? So we watch The Godfather. We watch all these things and we talk about these principles because I can't have a disconnect. And yo, I might, I don't know how long I'm gonna be here. So I have to prepare my kid for my demise, right? And the conversation is not about twerking. I asked him, do you like that kind of girl? Right? So his thing is nah, because his mom is different. I didn't say yes, I didn't say nothing. I'm like, okay, that's your thing. You know what I'm saying? So let the youth guide you. Let your babies take you into the future because the world belongs to them, not us, right? So get out their way and listen and open up your heart because you only get one chance to be a mommy and a daddy.
Biggest game is like, remember we was all back in high school? Some of you may be still in high school or whatever, but follow me. We had the regular class and then you had honors class. And I feel like Ken Billion's game is nothing but honors class. Everything that you learned in life and been through in life or whatever he's talking about at that certain time. And, point of reference, game for guys. Everybody learn game from somebody and this and that, and it's all over the place. But once I listened to Game for Guys, it was like being in an honors class. Ken is a brilliant guy. I still listen to him to this day. Listen to him almost every other day, and I stay studying. And if I look at his video and he's giving us homework, I'm gonna look through that video. I'm gonna write my notes down. I'm gonna do my homework. Then I'm gonna watch the next video. I mean, you just can't get enough of the game and the knowledge that this brother brings to you. He's allowed me to look back into history, my own history. I found out about black people that I never even knew about, black millionaires and people like that. Recently, I learned about the reticular activating system, and that's something that I'm studying up on as we speak. Which I plan on reprogramming myself. You know what I'm saying? So overall, the Ken Billion's game has done a lot for me. It's allowed me to elevate as a man, as a father. It just allowed me to be more excited about life and not be in the program of being oppressed. And that's one of the main things for me that I have to say that this game has done for me. I'm so glad that I ran across it.